What's poppin'? It's your boy Young Burnt Toast, aka Young Burger Patty in the building. Nobody wants beef. Impossible Burger. Yes, sir. Now listen, man. The other day we got the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass announced, and there will be 2 different DLC packs, one in June and one in the fall. And I just got some questions because some stuff doesn't make sense in my mind. Maybe you guys can help me out, okay? I don't think we're going to get the answers to some of this stuff until these expansion passes drop. But regardless, I want to talk about it because some stuff is just not making any sense in my mind. First being the Regis. Now, I did my research on this topic because I wanted to be able to talk about it, and it's hard to talk about something that you're not educated on, which is why education is so important if you want to talk about things. But anyways, I digress. My point is, okay, I did my research. The Regis are actually called the Legendary Titans. I didn't know that until I looked it up. Who knew that? If you knew that, let me know in the comment section because I didn't know that. I just called them the Regis literally for my entire life. But they're called the Legendary Titans. Now, my question to you guys is, when you find Regigigas in his cave, right? What do you need to get him? You need all 3 Legendary Titans. You need Regis. I call him Regis. I don't know what this Regis stuff is. I can read. Okay. You need Regis, you need Regirock, and you need Registeel. Apparently, as the lore would say, he made these 3 Legendary Titans. Regigigas is the creator of Regis, Registeel, and Regirock. So when you bring these 3 golems that he made back to him, it causes a reaction and then you can catch him in the game. Okay. What I want to know is, where the fuck did these other 2 Regis come from? How did they actually justify that and tie that in to the lore of Regigigas and the Legendary Titans? I want to know this. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense because I don't know the full story. Maybe they actually make it make sense. But what I'm saying is, apparently, all the Regis came from Regigigas. He made them. So where does this electric one come from? Where does this dragon one come from? That's what they look like. They look like an electric Regi and a dragon Regi. I'm very, very interested to see how they actually tie the lore up. Honestly, Pokemon doesn't always do the best job with lore, which is why I'm kind of worried. Maybe they won't give us an actual satisfactory explanation. I still, to this day, don't know what the fuck Eternatus' purpose was in the game. All this stuff is happening because of him, but they barely talk about him whatsoever. It's weird. We really barely got any information about Eternatus, and we really still don't know anything about him right now. There's more game coming, so hopefully they'll actually expand upon that. But as of right now, we pretty much don't know anything. I don't think the explanation they gave us for why Dynamaxing is possible is satisfactory whatsoever. It wasn't good enough for me, not even close. So I'm hoping they don't follow that trend of unsatisfactory lore, and they actually give us a way to tie in these 2 new Regis into Regigigas and the other 3 Regis, because where the hell did they come from? Why are they sitting in this region? Who knew they were here? They were here the whole time? There's been 5 Regis excluding Regigigas this entire time and nobody knew? Do they not have something to do with the original Regigigas? Are there other Regis? Are there more than 5? Like, what's going on? I need answers. So if you guys can come up with any ideas regarding that, please let me know, because I'm very, very curious. I'm a big fan of lore. I literally play Smite because of the lore, and I love like mythology and stuff like that. It interests me. I really like it when things make sense and I can see them visually making sense in front of me. Okay, this is why I'm so interested in where these Regis came from. Obviously, we don't have any information now, but I do want to see what your theories are. Okay. Now, the next thing that's been really, really confusing me and just doesn't make any sense in my mind are these new legendary birds. Now, we don't know if they're Galarian, we don't know if they're Gigantamax, but a lot of people seem to think that they're Galarian because they didn't have the red clouds that the Gigantamax Pokemon are known to have, okay? But my question to the people that think these are Galarian versions of these legendary birds, my question to you guys is, how the fuck does that even start to make sense? Why would there be Galarian counterparts to birds that are only found in Kanto? That doesn't make any sense to me. And if that makes sense to you, well then let me ask you this. Why has this never happened before? Why has this never happened before? If this is a possibility, if it's possible for there to be counterparts to legendaries that are region specific, Why has this never happened before? What's the explanation for it? Maybe they'll give it to us when they actually show us in the game. But to me, it's weird that this is a thing because legendaries, normally at least, from what we know, are region specific and they only exist in that region. If there's been Galarian Zapdos this whole time, I feel like we should have known about it before now. That's all I'm saying. But maybe this is a new discovery. Maybe they just found this thing and we just found out that this is a possibility. Like, who knows? Who knows? I just thought it was weird because, like I said, legendaries seem to be region specific. Did they migrate? Like, what happened? Aren't these legendary birds? Are there multiple legendary birds in the world? Because to my knowledge, there was only one Moltres, there was only one Zapdos, there was only one Articuno. But were there 3 more chilling in this region? Or are they just adding this shit in for convenience? Are they just making shit up? Like, that's my problem. A lot of this shit is made up on the spot, but they don't justify it well enough. If they justified it well enough, then I would never have a problem. For example, the Sirfetch'd and Galarian just have bigger leaks. They have bigger sticks. And then when they evolve, they become a straight up fighting type because the stuff that they're carrying is too heavy. They can't fly anymore. Okay. Or how they justified Galarian Zigzagoon. Galarian Zigzagoon is the original Zigzagoon. Once Zigzagoon got, shipped all over the world and they got domesticated because their natural enemies were not around anymore, they changed. They evolved into something else. I can take that explanation. I like that. Now, it is kind of weird that we didn't know about this Galarian Zigzagoon this entire time. They're the originals. But at least there's some kind of justification for the Pokemon existing. What I don't like is shit like Alolan Raichu, and the only explanation they give us for its existence is it ate a bunch of fluffy pancakes, and now it's a Psychic type. Like, what the fuck is that? That doesn't make any sense, Pokemon. I don't like that shit. That's the kind of stuff I don't like. So I'm hoping we don't get some dumb explanation like that again. 8 fluffy pancakes? What does that have to do with you being a Psychic type surfing on your tail? What does it have to do with anything, bro? So just some kind of logical explanation as to why there's Galarian, Zapdos, and Articuno, and Moltres in a different region. Some kind of explanation. I really want one. And I really hope I get one because it doesn't make sense in my mind right now. Legendaries are supposed to be legendaries because there's only one of them, right? I guess that doesn't necessarily have to be true, but I always thought that those birds, there was only one of them. So for them to have an entirely different counterpart in a different region out of nowhere, it just blows my mind. I just don't know. I can't fathom how that's even possible. This is Pokemon, so I shouldn't be thinking about this shit too hard, but this is the kind of shit I think about. I've been thinking about it ever since I saw them. I need help. So I need you guys to help me. I need you guys to brainstorm with me in the comment section about how this could possibly be a reality. Okay. I'm gonna go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll definitely be down there discussing. I just need some answers, bro. Otherwise, I'm gonna go insane. All right. So help me out. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys at a different time. Goodbye.